our first vlog in the new house. It's about 6:50 in the morning right now. I was just awoken by this crazy cujo. Hey, say hello. Say, I'm hungry. Are you hungry? Oh yeah. She's kind of on one right now. She's on strict leash until, I don't know, the next couple weeks. She got CCL surgery like 4 weeks ago. And for the first 8 to 10 weeks, they need to be like strict leash inside and outside of the house. So yeah, but she's kind of like on one this morning. She woke us up at 3:30 throwing up. Nothing will get me up quicker out of bed than, you know, when dogs do that like hunching and the throwing up. I immediately like flew out of bed and I was like, she's gonna throw up. 3:30. It was just a little bit of bile though. And then she's been fine, but she's kind of on one right now. But anyways, before I rant your guys' ear off, I'm gonna walk you through our little new morning routine in the new house. It's a very, fair warning, a very soft and slow morning routine. We're tapping into our soft, cozy, I don't want to say era, but habits and routines right now because it's basically fall. It's the best time of the year to do that. We've been feeding Gemma out of this thing. Place. You're right there. I don't know who needs to come get their kid, but that is not my kid. She is on a sick one this morning. She's putting on a show for you guys. It's just been so hard with her surgery though, because we have to give her trazodone every day, which is a bummer because it takes away from her personality, you know? I hate giving it to her, but if I don't, she just will be her usual self, and her usual self, as you can see, is a little, you know, it's high energy. She likes to run around. So anytime she's off the trazodone, she really lets her personality shine. So it's worn off this morning, but I just gave her a little bit. It's just what we have to do to keep her just sleeping while her leg recovers, because as you can see, she's a jumping bean. Every single morning, I have L-glutamine powder. I've been having this every single day for the past couple months. This is super helpful with healing your gut lining, strengthening your gut, really good for your immunity, really good for muscle recovery. So I just put it in a glass of water. It's flavorless. You can put it in anything. I just put it in some water and I just dissolve it in the water and then I just knock it. I'm just wondering, when did like technology start getting fancy beeping and stuff? When did that change happen? They just kind of like sprung it on us as consumers and they didn't talk about it. They didn't give us a warning until we get like new things. And then all of a sudden it's got like a little jingle, which honestly, I don't mind. Instead of it just being like a beep, why not add a little bit of flavor? So this on an empty stomach before I eat anything. And then with my breakfast, I'm just gonna have a little something this morning. So I wanna have my coffee because it's pumpkin spice season. And I know, baby, hold on, we'll go outside soon. She's like, okay, oh, I get it. My sausages are ready. Maybe I don't like it. I don't know, I'm still like working through it. Oh my God, oh, usually we're already outside by now. So Gemma's like, what the heck? But anyways, I'm not having coffee on an empty stomach. I haven't for a couple months now. It's the best. It helps just, I don't know. It helps me definitely not feel as anxious. I don't have as many crashes like throughout the day. I don't feel having something, because I don't know, I already deal with stomach acid reflux and stuff. So having something super acidic on an empty stomach in the morning is not good for me. I'm not strong enough to handle it. Some people are. I am not. If you are, I'm jealous of you. I wish I could just like drink coffee right when I wake up. But anyways, we've got some liver nutrients. Your liver detoxes your body, and my liver was not detoxing the way that she should. So got some liver nutrients to help with that. And then zinc. Zinc is really good for immunity. This can help with my skin too. Helps with my hormones as well. I usually have that with my breakfast, which my morning routine is really sacred, so that's why I'm like really walking you guys through it. I've got some Udi's gluten-free bread, which listen, it's okay, it's fine. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. Like it is what it is. It's really not that bad. I know that there's better gluten-free bread out there, but the thing is that I alongside gluten and dairy free that I have been for the past 3 months. And this is also lactose free butter. I really like it. Usually I put a piece of toast with avocado on it for some healthy fats, but I don't have avocados, so we're using some lactose-free butter, which is a bummer because I do like a little avocado toast in the morning with some sausage just right when I wake up to get something in my system, and then I can like drink my coffee. The sooner that I eat, the sooner I can drink my coffee. Anyways, but we'll just do some bread with butter. On my MRT blood draw, which tested for food sensitivities, I am also sensitive to, among other things, potato and corn, and those were like almost in the red, which you would think that potato and corn is like, okay, I don't eat corn that much, so I thought that was fine. And with potatoes, I'm like, yeah, I mean, like I'll have, and sweet potato too is like up there for me. I was like, that's fine, I can just take that out of my diet. But what I didn't realize is that it also means the byproducts, so corn starch and potato starch. And if you look on every single gluten-free bread on the market, it has potato starch in it. And I will be introducing potato and corn back into my diet, but because it's up at the top of the list of like the no-nos of the things I'm more sensitive to, I'm just having to steer clear from it. So my diet has been pretty simple. There's not too much that I can have, but there is enough that I can have for sure. So we're starting to reintroduce some things. This looks so sad. Usually I have a whole ass avocado on here, but this looks like really, really depressing. Usually I'll do avocado, olive oil, and then my 3 sausages. And this is only breakfast number 1. I come back and usually make like a little scramble with another piece of bread a little bit later. But this is my little breakfast so I can make my coffee. Y'all always ask how I make my hot coffee, because you guys know how I make my iced coffee. I bought this from Nespresso. I like putting my coffee in little travel mugs now because it keeps it warmer for a long time, even if I'm home. So that goes down first. We've got our pumpkin spice cake pod. They just sent some to me. It just released yesterday, which is really exciting. I do just a little bit of honey. By a little bit, I mean like a decent amount. I love honey, it makes it sweet. And then some cinnamon. ASMR. Oh, I love hanging out by myself. Decent amount of that, a little anti-inflammatory, boom, and then it brews on top. I wait for it to brew on the honey first so it can melt the honey a little bit, and then I whip this bad boy out. This is dairy-free. It's nut pods, it's the sweet cream. I've tried the different nut pod flavors and it's not as good as this. This is nice and sweet, which I really like. And then when it's about halfway, I'll just kind of like pour a little bit of creamer in, and that's it. All right, moment of truth. Actually, I already had it yesterday. It's really good. Finally, thank you Nespresso for finally making the pumpkin pod taste like pumpkin again. The past like 3 years, it's been like watered down and dull and boof. And I'm like, that's not very holly jolly. Okay, cheers. Perfect. Honestly, the pod is perfect this year. No notes. It's pumpkin-y, it's spicy. I wish that there was a dairy-free pumpkin spice creamer. I'm gonna grab some pumpkin spice at the store maybe today or something so I can make it a little more pumpkin-y, but it's good. It's got the spice, it's got the pumpkin. Delicious. No nuts, finally. One of my favorite parts about this home, we have like a little storm door here. And it's been so nice outside. We can just pop that open and it has the screen there and I love it. Probably look ridiculous with my pigtails. I did this really late at night last night. I washed my hair last night and it was still kind of a little damp before I went to bed. And I don't like going to bed with damp hair. It wakes up smelling a little funky. So I decided to throw in my braids and I'm probably a little crazy. But Gemma and I will sit out here for a while before I try to check my phone, or sometimes I'll like check my phone out here, but at least for the first 30 minutes of the day, I'm like not on my phone, at least not on social media or anything like that. And any chance that we can get to come outside, we do. Now that it's late summer and it's fall, it's like a little bit nippy in the morning. Not like too cold for me to wear a jacket, but it feels so good. It's like fresh air. We broke through the summer and the humidity, but I will say having a backyard like this made summertime like way more enjoyable for sure. But we love to be outside. I've been outside more in the last 4 weeks than I have like in 2 years. It's been great. And like taking care of the backyard, doing a little bit of yard work every day. It's been nice. It's been fulfilling. Nash is actually, he's at the fire academy right now. So we have so much to catch up on, but I feel like you guys are kind of already caught up on it probably. I know the last vlog was a couple months ago, but that was kind of just at the peak of everything. And then right after that vlog went live, everything just changed. We found the home, we moved, Nash got into the fire academy, and there's just a bunch of exciting things going on. So he's at the fire academy. He wakes up at 4:30 every day. He leaves around 5:30, doesn't come home until like 5:30. So it's kind of nice. Jem and I have like our own little girls' day every day. So I'm starting my own routine here. He just started it 2 weeks ago, or like a week and a half ago. So yeah, it's just been a lot of newness, but it's been great. So this is kind of Jem and I's little morning routine. I wanted to make the morning routine lengthy because I don't know how long this vlog is going to be. It's probably going to be long because I just want to chat with you guys, talk to you guys, and bring you guys through a day. But I think that with the changes that have happened in our life recently, I am feeling like I just want things to be softer and slower, and I'm really trying to slow down. It's really difficult for me to, and I have my moments, right? But it starts with the mornings, and with this weather, how can you not have a slow morning? You know what I mean? You have not heard of this product. This is the best product. This is from Davines, which is one of my all-time favorite hair care brands. It's not carried in like drugstores or anything like that. Usually salons will just like your hairstylist or something, salons will carry this. So my hairstylist from Reno carries Davines, and she's the one who got me hooked on it. This product is amazing though. This is a sea salt spray. So it's really great for like if you want beachy looks, and it adds like a little texturing and a little crunch, and it smells incredible. So if you do like braids or something, this gives it like a crunchy texture, almost like a mousse, but better because it smells amazing, and it just gives it, what it needs. I love this stuff. I don't know if you guys can already tell, but it's just got like, you see how it's kind of like together, it's a little crunchy. We love like crunchy hair. Okay, fun. This turned out to be like a really fun little hairdo. This is part of Jemmy's morning routine. She'll lay on the bed always while I'm getting ready. She'll just start her solar power suntan. Yeah, do you like the sunshine, girl? There's always something so special that I feel. This is cheesy. I really like to talk to myself a lot, but I also like to talk to like objects and stuff. This is my almost 100-year-old vanity, and she's absolutely gorgeous. Her name is Gertie Girl, and like Gertrude, but I call her Gertie Girl. There's something so special that I always just like take a little moment of silence when I get ready in front of like with this vanity every day. I love it. I definitely feel a connection to it. She is alive. Like this vanity is alive. I can feel the energy. It's good energy though, because I was a little bit scared to get like an antique vanity because you just don't know, wood and mirrors hold energy. And I didn't know if it was going to be good energy, but she's got the goodest energy in the world. And I always just like, I take a moment where I'm like, yes, this is my girl. This is my little office. We haven't really tackled this room yet. We just kind of threw it all together, and it's great. We've got this closet. Just wait till you guys see this closet. Yeah, this is what happens when you move. You kind of just like shove shit in places. You close the door and you say, that's tomorrow's problem. But all of this is from our old space, my little library here. Definitely want to hang stuff, maybe do a different paint color, but for now it's fine. I'm still trying to figure out the cord situation. Not really sure what to do about that, but we are going to be here until further notice. So I'm really excited because I am studying right now to get my certification in pre and postnatal coaching, which I am so pumped for. I've been wanting to do this for a couple years now. I am a certified personal trainer and nutrition coach. And in order to keep your certificates valid, you have to do continuing education and courses and different things like that. So I started out with my CPT, and then 2 years later, I got my CNC, and then it's been about 2 years since then. And it's like the perfect time. We're in a routine. We're settled in our home. Got my little home office here, and now I just started, I'm only on chapter 3. So I'm really excited, taking my time through this, but I've been wanting the certification for the longest time. And before I have a kid, I want to be certified on how to move my body so that I can like create programming and stuff from there for myself, and then test it out on myself. And then eventually, if it works out, create programming for the girlies who are also going through it pre and postpartum. So I'm really excited. Obviously, I've never had a kid. So you're probably wondering like, why would somebody choose you if you've never had a kid as a coach? Totally understand. There's like a million pre and postnatal coaches out there who are excellent, who are moms, who have been doing this for a while. So no hard feelings there, but y'all, I love studying, and it's going to sound crazy when I say this, but I'm a good student. I was a really good student in high school, and I just love school. I wouldn't say like I'm a nerd, but I love studying. One of my favorite things to do in college was to post up at the library. Like when we had finals or midterms or stuff. Oh my God, I would love nothing more than getting like a little Dutch Bros, little iced coffee, a bagel, and going to the library and just studying for like 8 hours. I love doing that. I'm a pen to paper kind of gal. I do not type my notes. I cannot like connect that way, but I love it. So yeah, it's exciting going back, not to school necessarily. This is self-paced and stuff. So I can do it however much or however little I want per day or per week, but it's my favorite thing is learning new things. And I can't wait to coach the girlies who are pregnant or, newly postpartum and cleared to work out again. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to check some emails, check in with my assistant coaches, look at all of our clients, see if everything is A-okay, which only takes me a little bit because my assistant coaches are so amazing that they run the show. But I always obviously check in on them like every day. And then we're going to get to studying. That's kind of what we're doing this morning. I don't know, I'm just leaning into not that this is like, oh, it's so softer lifestyle and stuff, but I used to just wake up and try to like hammer things in and like force myself to work out and all these things. And if I don't feel like working out, I'm not going to work out, and I'm in my luteal phase right now, and I'm just not feeling like working out today. It's just like such nice weather. I'll probably do some yard work outside, which has been an excellent way to move my body recently. I've been doing a little bit of yard work every day because our yard is quite the upkeep, and it's a lot, but it's so fun to do, and it's so rewarding. But it's a lot. It's like as soon as I pull a weed, 10 million, it's like gray hairs. As soon as I pull a weed, like 10,000 more grow back. So we're trying to figure that out. We're probably going to have to mulch our front yard and backyard and everything, but anyways, that's besides the point. We're going to get to studying. I got my little study buddy right here. She comes upstairs with me. She comes with me everywhere. For the first 2 weeks, she was for the first 3 weeks, she was very much strictly at her crate with her surgery, but she's moving a little bit more now. I help her up the stairs. I help her up on things and stuff like that, but so cute. Just a little baby. All right. I'm yapping your ears off. Let me get to studying. A productive morning. Sometimes I sit down and I get some work done and studying done, but I'm kind of going through the motions. This was one of those mornings where it just was flowing. Things were flowing. So I finished a chapter of studying, which felt really good. Learning some new things. We're just kind of covering the basics and stuff, but learning some new things, which is always really exciting. And then I had some more time than I thought. So I decided to make a post about sleep for my wellness page, Align Her Wellness on Instagram, which is where all of my coaching business and my 2 assistant coaches, that's where we all post about our one-on-one clients, group coaching, our fitness apps, how you can work with us and everything like that. So I spent about 45 minutes on this, looking up some fun facts about sleep and making this little post for our wellness page. I'm going to get that posted today, but feeling good. It was just one of those things were flowing. So anytime I leave, because Gemma's doing a great job. You guys are in a bowl right now. Hopefully the audio isn't weird, but Gemma's doing a great job adjusting to our new house. She immediately knew where the door was to go to the bathroom, and she's adjusted really great. great. But obviously with her ACL surgery, it's been a little tough because we have to like keep this area gated off and carpeted. So she only can like stay here, but I'll bring her upstairs, help her up the stairs and help her on top of things. Isn't that right? So she has to kind of stay off of hardwood and everything like that. But this is our little space. It was obviously decorated very differently when we first moved in and whatnot. We had like a chair there and we're still kind of working on this space. But for now, it's your little home, huh? But anytime that I leave, which is rare, I give her one of these. This is like not sponsored or anything, but this is by the brand Woof. This is little popsicle refills for calming. It's a little peanut butter ball is what I like to call it. So you put it in one of these things. Look at Gemma's a chewer. I don't know if you guys can really tell. She's a chewer, okay? So I like to give her one of these a couple times a week, just one, like in one sitting, and you just kind of twist it back on, and then she just will lick it for like, I don't know, 30 something minutes, and then it's like really mentally stimulating for them since she can't do a lot of physical exercise. Mentally stimulating is really great, and this is one good way to do it. I also freeze some like Greek yogurt and peanut butter and berries and stuff for her to have throughout the day to like keep her mentally stimulated, because I think it's like, what is it, 15 minutes of mental stimulation is equivalent to like an hour of physical exercise, or like 30 minutes of physical exercise for dogs. So, oh, look at how good she is. Good girl, do you know you're getting your peanut butter ball? She's so good. Yes. Show everyone how sweet you are. Here you go. Let me take off. Hi, you say hello. Let me take this off. Okay. Mommy has to go grab some avocados, but she'll be right back. There's your peanut butter ball. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Hold, please. I know. Oh, my Lord. Sophia. Okay. Oh. Please. Am I okay? Got it. Okay, but I am craving avocado toast. I need to make my little avocado toast with an egg, and I don't have avocado, so we're going to run to the store really quickly. I also need a new little scrubber, so really big stuff going on today, but I'm going to run to the store, and we'll be right back. Wait, before we go, here's the outfit. I don't know if you can tell. I feel like it's not really good lighting, but this is like a cutesy little outfit. It's a cutesy little, like, it's fall, but not too fall. Okay, little brown bag. I'm ready for it. Princess Polly. These are Amazon. Comes in a set. These are Steve Madden, but I got them off of Amazon. This is Amazon as well, because as you guys know, big fan of Amazon clothes. Anyways, let's get these freaking avocados. All right, you already know there was a card chat coming. I secured the avocados, got some Scrub Daddies, and then I also got some oven roasted turkey so I can make myself a little like lunch roll up with these gluten-free tortillas and stuff. Anyways, but I want to just catch up with you guys really quickly. Things are good. We are loving our new home. It feels like a home and it feels like a space. I feel like there has been so much change in the past couple months. I feel differently as just like woman, as myself, as Sophia. I feel like there's been like, this sounds cheesy, but kind of like an internal shift and alignment like deep within my soul. And I feel like there's also been a shift within Nash as a man too. Like he, as I mentioned earlier, he's at Fire Academy now. So he officially got hired on as fireman, and I'll probably start crying, but I just am so proud of him, and he is the most deserving guy. It's been a very, very long journey. He's been wanting to be a fireman his whole entire life, and now it's finally just happening for him, and to see him live out his dreams is like the best thing ever. It's like, I don't know. And he's feeling really great, and he loves the department. He loves the guys. He loves the chief. He loves the town that he's in. Like, it's amazing. And I feel like things are really kind of like clicking into place for us, and it just feels really, really good. And I just have been feeling like so grateful, and it just feels really good. I realized looking back at like our old place that we were in, all of the shit that we dealt with our property manager and stuff, and that whole debacle really put on so much stress for us. And I realized like I no longer felt safe in that home, in a sense of like, it just didn't feel like a home. And now that we're out of the city, we're in Middle Tennessee, like I don't hear sirens all the time. I hear like birds chirping. We've got a beautiful backyard. Like I'm feeling really grateful, and it feels really good to be in this position. And yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to continue to share it with you guys, but I do feel like I've changed a little bit in like a good way. Just getting older, life is happening. Lots of lessons learned in the past 6 months, and I'm just feeling good health-wise, feeling good with our routine that we're getting in right now. And I just really am trying to soften things up because I need to calm my central nervous system down. I was so stressed out and so anxious, and I did not deal with it very well at all. I didn't know how to handle it, and I don't think I realized how bad it was until I was at like my pinnacle and my actual health started to get affected because I had chronic anxiety and stress over our last living situation. And now that we're out of there, like as soon as we left, I felt like this weight and this burden just like lifted up off of me, and it feels great. So things are rolling for us, our little life that we're creating, and so far this chapter feels really good. And yeah, I'm excited to share with you guys. I feel like it's easier for me to talk about this and open up with you guys on YouTube than it is on TikTok. I feel like I've really stopped sharing a lot of things on TikTok just because I feel like it's a very volatile place right now. I still love sharing tidbits and stuff and connecting with you guys on there, but it's not the same for sure. So I'm excited. I just needed to get settled in our home. We needed to move. We needed to figure some stuff out, get our house a little bit in order before the first YouTube, but we'll definitely be rolling all the cozy vibes. I just am not trying to do too much, and it feels really good. And I feel like before I was trying to do too much, and that comes with just like social media. You feel like you're not doing enough, or the pressure that I put on myself. I don't know what it is. Maybe excuses here and there, but yeah, I'm just softening things up. I'm just chilling. I'm trying to enjoy our new home, hanging with my man, hanging with my dog, hanging with my family. Like very simple life that we have right now, and it feels really good. Okay, this turned out good. 2 eggs, slice of Udi's gluten-free bread, half an avocado, some olive oil, and these are clover, broccoli, and radish sprouts. Super yummy. Okay, I want to break down this space with you guys in our kitchen because I had a vision. I knew what I wanted, and it's totally come to light. It's a little bit different because we don't have a full kitchen table here and everything, which is what we wanted. One day I thought of a little like bistro setup because it's just Nash and I for the foreseeable future. We didn't want like a whole kitchen table yet. And like our morning coffees that we have or dinners and stuff, I wanted it to feel really intimate, and it just is perfect. The best way to elevate your chairs, which elevates your space, is slip covers. So you guys won't even believe. These chairs are these like leather. I literally got them from Goodwill. And I brought this slip cover. The slip cover is from Ballard Designs. It is so pretty, gorgeous, black, white, pinstripe. Love it. I brought the slip cover to Goodwill, found these chairs. Both of the chairs were literally $10. Super amazing. It looks like bougie and expensive. The slip covers weren't super cheap, but the chairs were, which is great. This lamp is from Target. These are also Target right here. And then also this wall. I obviously definitely wanted to do a gallery wall, but I wanted to make it like vintage and antique-y, and I am taking zero credit. This was all my mother. She is like in her past life an interior designer. She's just super artistic, and she's just an artist, honestly. And she did all of this. These are from Amazon here, and then this kind of all came to light. All of this is like consignment or Goodwill or yeah, it's like just secondhand and thrifted. So those lamps that mirror, this stuff here, the 2 pictures of the girls there, that's stuff that my mom has had for years. She's been waiting for like my sister, I to use it. 'Cause it's like 2 girls with the frames. That frame is Target. That is Target. And where's the other one? That one there. So some Target finds, but just some antique spoons and stuff that we thrifted. Yeah, and then this is Target here. These are amazing. These obviously they are like fake flames. Love them from Target. That's Target. This is Amazon, but majority of like the decor and everything is pretty much like secondhand, or it's stuff that my mom has had for years and she kind of just brought over. But it's definitely one of my favorite spaces in our home, and I just love it. I love sitting like right by the window, and it's been so nice in the mornings. I just pop the window open and let some fresh air in. Finally, like I said, some fresh air is coming upon us, thank God. But yeah, I love this little space here. It makes me really happy. I wanted to go for like Italian coffee shop, bistro, antique, vintage vibes. And I feel like we definitely hit the nail on the head with that, 100% due to my mom. And then this table also is a World Market find. It's hard to find a table that's like small enough but big enough, and this ended up working out perfectly. So yeah, this is just, we love this space here. It's the house is very slowly but surely coming together. It's gonna take a while. It always takes a while. Full house tour is not coming quite yet, but yeah, we do love this space because we spend what I love about this house, and this was a huge thing, is that our laundry room, the primary bedroom, and like kitchen and everything, all the living for us is on the first floor. The rest of the bedrooms, we've got 3 other bedrooms and 1 full bath upstairs, and then a second living space upstairs, which is great. But in our old space, it was just the kitchen that was downstairs. So our laundry and our bedroom was on the second floor, which was fine. But I love not having to go upstairs. And bonus, this is kind of a flex. Okay, I'm about to flex on you, but our bedroom has a separate thermostat, which I love. I freaking love it. So we turn it down to like 66 degrees at night because I need to sleep when it's frigid, like the frozen tundra, please. So we're able to change that at night, which I love because I hate setting like a whole floor to one thing and having it be like so cold when I really just want it for our bedroom. So that is, I would say, that's a flex. That's the reason we bought this house, was because there was the thermostat in the primary bedroom. No, I'm kidding. But that was definitely a bonus for sure.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that is quite the position, girl. So she's still licking it. It's been like 40 minutes. Oh, period, queen. Stomp that leg. It's been about 40 minutes and she is still going to town on it. Super mentally stimulating. Here's her knee. And don't lick it, baby. Her scar, I don't know if you can see it, the lighting's not good, but that's the knee she got surgery on.
It definitely has been, it's been a lot, it's been hard. The first week was so brutal with surgery. It was so brutal. She basically had like leaking diarrhea, but it just was nonstop, slowly but surely coming out. And it was really tough, so we had to like call our vet, get some new medications, adjust some things, and it turned out to be okay, but we had diapers, I had poop all over me. Dash and I were like in pre-baby boot camp, and he was amazing. Luckily, he's so good with this kind of stuff because he sees stuff 10 times worse at work and working in the ER and whatnot, but he was such a huge help. But yeah, it was tough, and I feel bad because I just want to like let her in the backyard, and I'm like, we bought this yard and this house for you. I'm like, this is Gemma's house, so I wish that she could just explore, but she did for the first couple weeks before she got her surgery. But yeah, it's been really good. Shout out to pet insurance. This is your reminder to get pet insurance. We got it as soon as we got her, and majority of her surgery was covered, which was great because with that and the move, it was just like very hectic and crazy. So this is your reminder to get freaking pet insurance. Like I pay $67 a month, I think, for our insurance, $500 deductible and up to 80% reimbursement. So it's been a lifesaver, and we have like unlimited. So that's the plan that I choose. We use Spot Pet Insurance. I really like it. In case anybody is getting a pet or has one, just, you can never play it too safe.
Gem and I are outside again. She loves being outside in general, but she has been loving the fall time because she was just a little baby a year ago. Her gotcha day, we got her on September 4th of last year, so it's coming up soon, literally next week, which is so crazy. But she loves being outside in general, but obviously nobody can tolerate the Tennessee heat, so she's loving the fall time. This is like where we hang, usually morning, afternoon, and then evening. We're always just chilling out here. And here's our little like POV that we have. That's for, my good stuff there. I actually thrifted this, if you can believe. It's this gorgeous ashtray. We've got the TV there, a little stand because I need a little help getting up to the TV. A water fountain there. And then we have like a fire pit back. I guess I'll just give you guys a little backyard tour. Fire pit back there. We've got space like on the other side of the house there. We back up to a whole greenway, which is just like a dream come true. And then one of my favorite spaces at night is we already have lights and everything, so it's very moody. I'll show you guys later tonight. 2 gorgeous maple trees. This area is huge. The bar top is massive. I love it. So that wraps all the way around to our little, hi baby, our little outdoor bar. We've got a sink, a grill, which Nash has used like almost every single day. And then there was an outdoor fridge here, but the previous owners took it. Found a snake skin in there the other day, which was so fun. And then we come around on this side of the house. It's kind of an illusion, but once you come around on this side, there's actually a ton of grass area, like a huge grass area space. So yeah, I will say that the backyard, when we first saw the house, we walked straight into the backyard and we were immediately sold by the backyard. I'm like, I don't even care what the inside of the house looks like, but the inside of the house is beautiful too. Oh, yeah? Do you love this backyard? Oh, to be Gemaloo. Look at this. Wow. If you think that you are having a bad day or you have a hard life, I want you to take a second and think of how Gemma feels. Because her life is hard, you know? It's a really tough life. No, I'm kidding. But as soon as we walked in the backyard, I turned to Nash. I'm like, yes. There are so many other things about this home, too, that was just like so perfect that I just loved. Oh, also, and then I don't know if you guys saw, but there's a little fireplace in there. The firewood's there, but a fireplace. So I just can't wait. We'll definitely be doing a little Harry Potter marathon, Twilight marathon. When it gets cold enough, we're going to have a fire crackling. We might hang some more lights as well and just continue to make this space nice and special. But yeah, it's just like, listen, it's so quiet and it's so private and secluded, and I love that. We lived on a very, very, very busy street and right next to a fire station, or like near a fire station, and they were going all the time, which is like city living. Hello. That's what it's like to live in a city. But I realized that I would say I'm not a city girl. I can do it. I think every girl's a city girl a little bit. But overall, I would say that I definitely would choose this life over a city life for sure. It just is very peaceful and calm. But this is, you guys, very simple. I'm so excited to vlog for you guys, but I'm like, there's really not that much that we're doing. It's kind of the same shit, different day. And it's very simple and casual and chill, which is definitely the way that we like it.
Okay, I want to show you some more supplements that I took in the afternoon. I'm taking a lot of supplements now. All of these are tailored towards me and my test results from my GI map that I did, my MRT blood draw, and then my Dutch hormone panel. So usually at lunchtime, I will take, I cannot pronounce this for the life of me. I'm gonna give it a try. Saccharomyces boulardii. This helps a healthy microbiome during or after taking an antibiotic. Like, you probably have never heard of any of these brands. That's when you know that they're good supplements. I've got like a whole thing with the supplement industry that it drives me up a wall. It's crazy. But this is to help continue to replenish all of the good bacteria in my gut, because with my GI map, basically the results showed that I had a lot of bad bacteria in my gut and not a lot of good bacteria. So there was an imbalance with my microbiome, which when you have an imbalance of your gut microbiome and you've got like a few things in there, luckily I had no like parasites or anything like that. But when you don't have a strong gut lining, and it's weak, you've got a lot of bad bacteria, that leads to, or it can lead to, sensitivities with certain foods. Like your gut's not strong enough to process, because your gut is like the soul of your body. Your brain and gut are connected, and your gut is everything. And if you don't have a healthy gut, if it's a little bit leaky, then it's going to lead to other issues like hormone issues, sensitivities to foods that I don't normally have sensitivities to. So that's kind of that. And then we've got Candibactin AR. Basically, this is just some more gut probiotic here. Really good one. This is in a little glass bottle, which I really like, but it's so strong and so potent. Sometimes I burp, like, you know, sometimes after you like have supplements, you burp. It's got thyme and oregano in it, and the oregano is potent. This is the prenatal that I've been taking. It's from Seeking Health. I love Seeking Health. Optimal prenatal. I was taking another prenatal from Seeking Health for like a month and a half, and then I switched to this one a month and a half ago. And a few things can be said that can lead to this, but I have to say that my nails have been growing like crazy. My hair has been growing quite a bit. And also my skin has definitely cleared up. I still have like zits that I get, of course, but I used to, I don't know if you guys remember, just deal with like deeper zits all along my chin jawline, and poof. It could also be the fact that I just am less stressed overall. It could also be the fact that I am now 3 months into gluten and dairy free, eating like 97% gluten and dairy free. So it could be the fact that everything's kind of working out that's leading to this, but I will say, I was gluten and dairy free for like a month and a half, was feeling great and everything. But as soon as I started taking this prenatal, I noticed the changes in my skin and my hair and nails. So, which usually a prenatal does. A prenatal is just basically a super multivitamin. Some women take this instead of taking a multivitamin. Some of these prenatals have specific things in them that you take when you have a baby. Some prenatals have things in them that you don't need necessarily if you're not pregnant yet. This is just a great thing to take. This is basically just like a super multivitamin. So really love this brand. The serving size is 8 capsules, which is kind of annoying, but I usually take 4 with breakfast and 4 with lunch, or 4 with lunch and 4 with dinner. I take it with food, otherwise I will get super nauseous. And then, I think I've showed this before, but Pure Encapsulation's another great brand. Digestive Enzymes Ultra with butane HCI. This shit is awesome. If you go out to eat, if you're eating, if you know that you're gonna have a meal that maybe is a little bit more greasy or on the heavier end, take these right before you have your meal. It's gonna be such a game changer. It basically puts enzymes into your stomach, and enzymes are what are already in your stomach to help break down your food and send it into the places that it needs to go. But this just helps with adding more enzymes in. But yeah, this is kind of, I just took my little supplement cocktail, but I am going to be making a little lunch, a little like deli roll up. It's nothing too fancy and fun. Lunch is usually like probably my smallest meal, and also the meal that I want to spend the least amount of time on, because I don't like spending a lot of time on lunch. I'd rather spend a lot of time on dinner. You know what I mean? So let's get to creating our little lunch. It's just gonna be a few ingredients, super simple. Chickpea flour from Siete. This is gluten-free. Really, really good. I usually will pop this onto just an open flame burner, heat each side. Ithaca hummus. This is the lemon garlic fire. The other half of the avocado, and then roasted turkey from Boar's Head. I really like it because it really does not have that many ingredients in it, and it doesn't have potato starch. There's potato starch in everything. And I'm just like, why? It's so annoying. That's why I can't have the good gluten-free breads yet. Hopefully I will soon. But I'm just gonna like throw this together, and it's gonna be amazing. I'm realizing now that these look a little bit depressing, and that's okay. These are my little roll-ups packed full of the turkey, the deli meat, so we can get a lot of protein in. We've got the avocado, we've got the hummus. You can add onions to this, pickles, lettuce, tomatoes, whatever you want. Cheese, go crazy with it and just throw it into a tortilla, or you can use bread. These tortillas are so fucking good. I figured we could have lunch together, except I've already eaten half, and I probably won't eat these other half until I'm about to yap your ear off, basically, and I'm not one to eat my food and like chew and talk and have food coming out of my mouth. Does it look like I'm at a little like Italian vintage antique shop right now? Little coffee shop? Well, joke's on you. I'm at my house. I don't know if I got you there. Just kidding. Anyways, I want to update you guys about my health and wellness because I feel amazing. I feel amazing. It's due to a lot of different things though, and this is my journey and my life and my recipe that has worked for moi. So don't take this and be like, I have to do all this, or this is what I have to do, because it does not directly apply to you. This is just my journey that I'm sharing with you. Maybe you could take some inspiration, you can learn something new, or you can just sit there and just be like, yap away, girl. So it's been about 3 months since I decided to shift more holistic with my wellness, work with functional care practitioners, and it's been about 3 months since I've gone gluten and dairy free, and also taken out the other food items and stuff within my diet, any of the other sensitivities. I've done a really good job of it, and I feel amazing. Long story short, which this is gonna be long story long, but I feel fucking incredible. Dare I say the best that I've ever felt, and the best that I've ever looked because of how I feel. There's so many positives. Like, I no longer have 3 to 5 p.m. crashes. My skin, I feel like, is glowing. Like I said, my hair is growing, my nails are growing. I no longer deal with constant inflammation and bloating and painful bloating at night. I sleep through the night. I wake up feeling refreshed. My energy and mood have become a lot more stable. The craziest part, I would say, is that my luteal phases are so manageable. Like, I didn't think my luteal phases were as bad before, but I would definitely have my emotional and mood swings for sure. And I would have cramping, breast tenderness, whatever. But now I don't even know when I'm going to start my period. Well, I do because of natural cycles. Like, I still track and I've got my Oura ring and everything, but I don't feel like I'm going to start my period. I just wake up and it's here. And that's been the past 2 months, and that has been crazy. I don't feel as yucky or as shitty in my luteal phase, which that's when I know I'm like, this shit is definitely working. I feel like I've dropped inflammation. I have lost a little bit of weight, but that's not like at the forefront of my goals. I thought I looked fine before. Looking back at old videos, I can see how inflamed I was. It wasn't like crazy inflammation, but compared to now and looking back at, 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, I definitely was a little bit inflamed, but it wasn't like you would look at those videos and be like, oh, she's inflamed. Do you know what I mean? Just compared to now when I look back, I can definitely see it. And I felt it at the time, again, like painful distended bloating. I no longer have that. I no longer suffer with any GERD or stomach acid reflux. I'm using the restroom regularly every day. Everything is just flowing and I'm feeling really good. Now, I would say that when it comes to a health and wellness journey, that 3-month mark is really, if you've been like relatively consistent, that is where you should start feeling and seeing the results. You start feeling results quicker than you start seeing it for sure. I started to feel good almost immediately after cutting dairy and gluten out. I felt really good. And then also taking a step back from movement. So I don't know if you guys remember, but I talked about it, I think on my TikTok and my podcast, but I decided to take 6 weeks off from working out, which is not something that I suggest. I just needed a break. I was tired. I've been working out my whole fucking life, from being a competitive athlete and playing soccer for as long as I know that I was a living being in this world. Then I switched to competitive lacrosse. I was committed to play Division I lacrosse, and then very last minute, my senior year of high school, I decided I decommitted. I did not want to play a sport in college. I wanted to, live a regular life. I wanted to be in a sorority and stuff like that, and thus kind of started my gym and working out career, because I didn't want to gain the freshman 15, which I did anyways, but that's what started my gym career and kind of what started, I guess, my journey. But I've just been like moving my body my whole life. I've been very active my whole life. And I just came to a point with all the stress and anxiety from our old living situation that I was like, I am fucking tired. Like I don't even want to go for a walk. I started to become resentful with any movement that I was doing, which was a bummer, because I really, for example, I loved solid core. When I was doing solid core, I had so much fun with that. I was feeling good. Our living situation was good. Things were good. Everything was fine. Like my stress wasn't that crazy. And then it just started to not feel good anymore. And I tried out different things like hot works, which that felt good for the time being. And then shit hit the fan with our previous place and our property manager. They put the house on the market kind of underneath us, and it was just a whole shit show. And that just sent my anxiety to the absolute max. And basically what happened is that I was so stressed and anxious that my body then had a domino effect from there on the inside. And that just goes to show you, like, if you are not taking care of your mental, if you are living in chronic stress and have chronic anxiety and living in an environment that is not like suitable for you or working for you, obviously, wish we could snap our fingers and get out of it. It took us a while. It started in February. We weren't out until like July. So it was a while that it was building up for sure. But if you aren't taking care of it and you don't know how to manage your stress, like me right here, I did not know how to do it. User error. It definitely will wreak havoc on your inside. And that's kind of what all of my results showed, that it definitely wreaked absolute havoc and my body was just under a lot of stress, which led to hormonal imbalances. It led to my gut microbiome being off and weak, and that led to then food sensitivities. I decided to, like I said, take a step back from my movement, but dial in with my nutrition. I posted a video about this like a week or two ago on my TikTok, but the older that I get, the more I prioritize nutrition over movement, the more success that I'm finding. Both are super, super important, and it's not like one is more important than the other. But at the end of the day, whether you want to gain weight, lose weight, you want to maintain your weight, whatever it is, you want to feel better, it all boils down to your nutrition and what you're eating. If you're eating processed foods all the time, eating out all the time, drinking all the time, doing whatever it is constantly, your body, that becomes your body's new form of normal, and your body then just kind of like gets used to that. Your body adapts. It's really, really smart. And not that sense of normal, it's not like good or bad. It just is, your body starts to then have things that maybe happen with it. Maybe you see hair thinning, acne, fatigue, brain fog, all these different things. It could be hormonal, totally, but it also could be the fact that like maybe you're just eating more processed foods than unprocessed foods. When you start cleaning up your diet and you get into a routine of eating healthier, so much changes, but you have to kind of go through that at first, the learning, the cravings, pushing past that. Because once you then eat more unprocessed foods, nutrient-dense foods, and that's a majority of your diet, eating the rainbow, shopping the perimeter of the grocery store and not going up and down the aisles, only popping into the aisles when you need to. So much changes and you start to feel so good, which this is like not news, okay? I'm not some prophet that's bringing some fucking breaking news here. I've talked about this many times before, like nutrition is medicine, nutrition heals all. But what's crazy is that when you start eating healthier, you start to crave less. Like your cravings aren't all over the place, because when you are eating a lot of processed foods and you're eating a lot of things that like spike your blood sugar, and then you have those crashes, which you don't feel that necessarily, but the way that you feel that is through sweet cravings or whatever. That's because that's what your body is used to. But when you find that homeostasis with processed foods, you're not having your blood sugar spike and crash and spike and crash, and you're having to get that dopamine hit with the, cookies or with the chocolate or with the whatever. Not that that's bad. I don't like to look at food as good and bad. I like to look at it as, either processed or unprocessed, or nutrient dense and more nutrient dense and less nutrient dense. So it really just depends. But long story short, I really dialed in with my nutrition, honestly, more than I probably have with my nutrition since I started really focusing on my health and wellness years and years ago. This is the most consistent that I've been and the most dedicated. And I think just a switch flipped and I had to do something about it. And we were so busy that I kind of didn't have a choice but to lock in. And I did that. And yeah, I feel really good now. And I'm really proud of myself. And we're just going to keep going from here. Hopefully I'll be able to reintroduce gluten and dairy eventually in the next couple months. I definitely will, but I'm feeling amazing. I've been really consistent. I'm super proud of myself, but it takes time. It's been 3 months, you guys. This isn't something that I'm coming to you after a day and I'm like, oh my God, my life has literally changed. There's been a lot of time and effort and energy and consistency and things that I've had to pass up and be like, nope, it's not worth it. I'm not going to have that. Instead, I'm going to have this off the menu. I end up eating it. I end up feeling full and I end up feeling good. And then I'm like, okay, I'm so glad that I stuck with myself and I was dedicated enough and I love myself enough to prove to myself that, nope, I can make that choice. That's better for me. And once I do it, then I look back and I'm like, thank fucking God I did that, But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on with my health. I feel great. And I feel like I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. Everything is good. And also, I think with our new home and our new space, we love our neighborhood. It's just so much more chill. So yeah, I don't mean to have this come off where I feel like I don't want to shove it down your face where I'm everything is perfect, but things happen good. There have been, of course, mental breakdowns here and there, but overall things are consistent and stable. And yeah, good. Anyways, I'm going to eat the rest. That's kind of an update with my health and wellness. It really is the same shit, different day around here, but that's the update.
This has really turned out to be a majorly chill day. I just decided it's a little overcast right now, which I really love. So it's so, oh God, it's so nice outside right now. But I didn't decide to do any yard work. Didn't decide to work out. And you know what? That's okay. I feel completely fine. But another part of our routine is that when it hits around 4 p.m., Gemma and I will sit outside. Nash is just leaving from work. He'll be home in a little over an hour. We'll pop on a little show out here. You can't tell because of the glare. I will grab a little something for myself and I will enjoy some different form of gardening, watch my show, and then wait for Nash to come home. So I'm really it's been our new routine. This routine is new because Nash just started, so we're only a week and a half into this, but usually I'll watch a little bit of my show, I'll get a little lit, I'll go inside, I'll start dinner, Nash will come home, we'll spend some time together, and then usually we're in bed between 7:30 and 8:30 because he has to wake up at 4:30 super early. So we've been getting to bed really early, which has been so nice. But yeah, this turned out to be a pretty chill vlog, which hopefully it's been nice. All I want to say is cheers to all the gardeners out there. Love you guys. Love our community. Taking a tolerance break soon. I do it a couple times a week when it's the right vibe. Today was the right vibe. Helps me chill out, helps me relax. And who doesn't want to do it in a backyard like this? You know what I mean? So anyways, cheers.
Yes. Okay, so as you can see, or you saw, I made the ground beef, but then Nash came home and he said, "Do you want pancakes?" So, having pancakes for dinner. These ones specifically, so good. Huge fan of Simple Mills. These are so good. Usually we do the protein. These are the original, still just as good. I have these a couple times a week. They're so amazing. So, this is my dinner. And you know what? I'm enjoying it. And pancakes for dinner is always a good idea. Mr. Fireman.
That's me.
Okay, so we are cozying up. Nash comes home, we eat dinner. We are cozying up, watching Spotlight. Boom. It's a really good, it's actually one of my favorite movies of all time. You have to rent it on Amazon. So worth it, you guys.
Or it's on Apple TV too.
Or on Apple TV, there you go. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Of course. Okay, there's so many noises going on. Maybe that's just me. Anyways, one of my favorite movies. It's about the Boston Globe. They have an investigative journalism unit called Spotlight, and they basically uncovered all of the priests in Boston and also actually like all over the country, but especially in Boston, who were like molesting kids and abusing kids and stuff. And it's just such a well done movie, like so good. And yeah, I grew up Catholic, and so it's just always interesting to watch stuff like this, you know what I mean? And it's just so well done. So this is what we're doing. This is like my comfort movie. I'm like, I need a comfort movie kind of night. And here's Gemma. Are you being crazy, girl? Look at how big you are. What happened? A literal horse. Don't you guys remember the vlogs where we first got her when she was home? She was a little baby.
Yeah, girl.
No, she's a freaking horse. Anyways, this is literally going to be it for the rest of the night. It's 7 o'clock. We're going to get into bed within the next hour, probably finish the movie in bed. And then call it a night. I'll take some magnesium glycinate and I will go to bed. And it's going to be great. But that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging with me and Gemma today. This is kind of what a day in our life looked like today. This was a very casual day. I'm glad we got to like catch up and everything, but expect more cozy vibes. Maybe I'll do like a fall decorating one. I already decorated for fall a year ago. You know, I did it like the beginning of August, but I'm definitely waiting until September and maybe until we can like reorganize this room back to what it was before. And then I'm going to whip out the fall decor. And also, since we live in a neighborhood and there's a ton of kids, I think there's going to be like a lot of trick-or-treaters. We didn't have any when we lived in the city. So I'm having my mom come over and hold on, look at this. What? What's happening, girl?
Was Daddy making an espresso?
What's happening? Don't fall for it. Anyways, I'm feeling pressure to like have like a spooky yard. I want it to be spooky. I don't want it to be like cute fall decor. Like I want to have fucking giant ass spiders. I want to have skeletons. I want to have a full graveyard. I want spider webs in our, like we have really pretty columns in the front of our house. I want it to be spooky shit. Like I want the kids to be like, I'm kind of scared. Like I might even get like a machine, a fog machine. I'm going ham because Halloween's on a Friday. So I'm like, oh, I'm absolutely raging here at the house trying to scare the kids. Is that bad? I don't know. I want it to be spooky. And we'll be doing king size candy and extra large candy for all the kiddos. The sky is so pretty. It's such a pretty sunset. Look it. Oh, it doesn't look that great on camera. It's a lot more pinky in person. Also, this is our, kind of what I was showing you earlier. Hi, booby. Where we have all the lights set up. We have to get a new light for the tree, but it uplights like that tree. And, well, I gotta replace all these lights. Anyways, but you guys get the vibes. It's really, I just love this little area right in here. That's our bedroom. And that's Jemmy and my man. But it's such a pretty sunset. I was like, Nash, we have to go outside. That's the thing that I'm doing now, is that I'm just getting outside more, you guys. Like anytime I can get outside, I'm gonna get outside. Look at this. Pretty. Okay, now I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye, good night. I love you guys. And thanks for hanging.